to another outdoor adventure. Live edition. We're in the backyard pond. Got a couple poles. Got a soft plastic and a rooster tail. We're gonna do a little turn in here. Get our lines out, see what we can catch. Man, been off to a rough week. Not to bitch and complain too much, but in need of a little therapy session, you know. Monday felt like the most Mondayest of Mondays ever, you know. Sometimes you just get on that struggle bus and you're not sure why. But had a guy who was supposed to help me out on this, you know, job that I bid, and he's like, "Oh man, I'm sick." And I'm like, "Yeah, you got a case of the booze flu, man. You ain't sick. I need your help." And it might be a little case of the salmon season fever as well, you know. Long story short is my helper, I wouldn't really call him a helper. He's every bit as good as I am at what we do. And, you know, we're partners. We'll go out and we'll bid a job together, and we'll just split the profit down the middle. But he didn't show up. So, you know, I'm having to do this job by myself. Which isn't the end of the world. Normally I'm a solo guy anyways, but it was a little more than what I wanted to do. Ooh, I don't know if we're getting chased or bit off of that little rooster tail as soon as I put him in the water. Rooster tail on this one, speed worm on the other. So my buddy doesn't show up for work, and I get stuck doing this job by myself, and I end up finishing the whole job, right? Hey, thank you for that like. I appreciate you. Might be my buddy, Mr. Pickles. And this dude doesn't show up to help me with this fucking job, right? And we bid the job together, 2-person job. And he shows up today, and he's like, "Bro, I want half." And I said, "No, man. I'll pay you for your half of material that you purchased, but you didn't do shit, man. I did 3/4 of the work. You want to just come in today and finish up? I'm not paying you out, man." And so he goes and talks to the customer to try to get the check, right? Well, it's not a check, it's cash. But he goes and he hits up the customer trying to collect. And the customer didn't know who he was because he wasn't there the day before. And so, you know, next thing I know, he's just screaming at me in the yard like, "Fuck you, give me my money, give me my money." And I'm like, "Bro, you didn't work. I'm not paying you." You know what I mean? I'll put you out what you put in materials, because I think he bought like, "Hey, Giovanni, haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you, bud." So, you know, I think he bought some screws and a couple other loose end things. So I was like, "I'll pay you for your material, you know? But you ain't, I'll pay you for today," right? Because he worked half a day finishing up this job. And it was just a shit show, man. And then, you know, today the customer wasn't overly happy. You know, it's just one of those hard to please clients. And just a rough couple days, you know. For it being Tuesday, it sure felt like an ugly Monday. So it feels good to be out in the backyard pond, doing a little bit of fishing. Got a soft plastic on this guy. Got a tiger tail on the other. Heading through the deep part of the pond now, just kind of strolling, man. Pretty decent day Pacific Northwest wise. I mean, the weather's, you know, like it always is out here at the coast, slightly rainy. Got my sidekick. Cue the sidekick. So if you want to jump on, man, if you're new here, thanks for checking me out. It's I was live fishing every day, and now I kind of cut it out to Tuesdays and Thursdays, and it's going to be at 6 o'clock. It's the official start of the rainy season here, and it's like that guy from Green Day says, wake me up when September ends. Well, he was from Washington, and he was definitely singing about my state, because we're going to be at that part of the year where it rains for the next 6 months. But we're going to be out here. We're going to still be doing stuff, some bushcraft, some camping, hoping to build a survival shelter. I can't get up that way now because the water level's real low. But once the pond comes back up, I can access a state forest and hopefully head up that way and do some bushcraft. My plan is to build some kind of bushcraft shelter out there and see how long I can hang out. Kind of slow if you're just getting here. Thanks for checking me out on a Tuesday, man. Just bitching about work. Trying to get that all off my plate and hopefully catch some fish. I'm hoping for a largie. We got a soft plastic on the Abu Garcia, the one I'm kind of pointing at there. And then we got another one just off camera. And he's running just a tiger tail or a rooster tail, inline spinner, I guess, whatever you want to call it. You want to jump in that chat and let me know how your Tuesday's going? Appreciate those 3 likes. Shout out to everybody. Kind of strolling through the deep part of the pond now. It's probably about 20 feet. And the reason I'm not catching crap on this is because we're water skiing it on the top. Let's see how that goes. Not much else going on. It's just the start of salmon season here at the Pacific Northwest. And I've been going out on the boat. And the more I go out on the boat, on the big boat out in the ocean, the less I like it. I think we're getting a bite. Or at least getting chased. Still, we're just right on top with this rig. I don't have much weight on it. It's just a little Ned rig. I think half an ounce. And I think we're trolling a little fast is what the problem is. Not fast enough into the wind, and then a little too fast when I'm going with the wind. So we'll see. Just got to kind of feather that. All right, I think he's probably. Oh, I don't know. 15 feet down or so, hopefully. We don't have real warm water temps, but it's warm for this part of the country. And really hoping to hook up with the largemouth. I got the inline, hoping for a trout. But they're few and far in between this year. I don't think I've caught a single trout. But they haven't planted fish in here since the 90s, so To find a trout is kind of a rarity anyways. Feels good to be just chilling out on the water. I think I just missed a bite on this guy. You know, it's just one of those days where just everything that could go wrong went wrong, and then every little thing just like, I forgot my T-square, and I just like raged inside, right? I just like was livid about just forgetting a T-square, and feels good to just kind of get out here and hopefully catch some fish. I'd say it feels good to just be on the water, but I like to catch fish, so. But got my sidekick. Just making a couple laps around the pond. Hopefully we can hook up. Coming up on the shallower side of the pond now. There's lots of low-hanging trees. I'll flip you guys around. Got some big alder trees there just to the left, and they overhang. It's kind of dug out in the middle. We're probably in about 12 feet, but up towards the end there it gets to about 6 feet. And that's typically where the bass like to hang out. So we'll go ahead and pond is real low. Haven't seen it this low in a while. We get like constant drizzle, so it always feels like it's raining. But as far as actual accumulation goes, it's not much. And the larger lake that feeds it is it's not also fed by a larger lake up that way, which happens to be north. That's how you can tell that your country. When you start giving directions by north, and then you realize you're on YouTube and you're like, oh, they have no idea what I'm talking about. There it is. Oh, there it was. Oh, he's there. He's just swimming at us. Come here. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? We're gonna end up in the bushes if we ain't careful. Oh, damn. I don't even know if you guys saw that. Missed the hook set. Must be a little school of them right there or something. Bro, I heard they were gonna come hang out with you guys. Have you been, how's the audio, Mo? How's the video? I never know when I'm out in the boat, you know? Got 2 larges in the boat already off of a good deal. Reel up that inline. Out in the deeper section of the pond now. Hey, shout out to the 2 people. Hope you guys are having a great Thursday, Tuesday. It's been a long week, bro. Like it is just struggle bus all week. Monday was extra Monday, and Tuesday felt more Monday than Monday did. So we out here, we're getting some lines wet in the backyard pond. Backyard pond is about 7 acres, 8 or 9 if it rains. Fed by a larger lake that way, runs out into smaller lakes that way. Looking for some largemouth bass. If you're new to the channel and you feel like it, let me know where you're from and what you like to fish for. Small talk is appreciated. With me always is my sidekick, Bailey, who says Cheweenies don't fish. Yeah, we just shallow. That's what the problem is. Deeper part of the pond, probably 19, 20 feet here. No, it's way down. It's probably only like 18, 16, 18 feet. Got a Ned rig with a finesse worm. We're also kind of trolling a inline spinner, hoping for the best. 3 fish in the boat already. Catch and release at the moment, which is out of character for me, but just kind of relaxing, trying to unwind. You know what I'm saying? Trolling till the motor dies. Hey, shout out to the 4 people. Hope you're having a great Tuesday, man. Thanks for checking out the live. We're just in the backyard pond trolling for largemouth. Trout. I got an inline and a Ned rig with the soft plastic. Really like to pick up a trout. Haven't seen a trout this year. It would be outstanding to kind of catch one. Got 3 bass already. Small. I mean, half pound. But feels good to get out the house. Kind of take my mind off things and just catch some fish, hopefully. Now it's time for the cry of every desperate fisherman ever. Here, fishy, fishy. Hoping to get out in a little deeper part of the pond. Try to hook up. If you're new here, thanks for checking me out. Live fishing every Tuesday, Thursday around 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Best Coast. Welcome to the backyard pond. If you're bored and you feel like making an old man happy, jump up in the chat, leave a comment, let me know where you're from and what you like fishing for. Unless you're from Texas. If you're from Texas, just go ahead, don't like, don't subscribe. Everything is not bigger in Texas. Just kidding. I love Texas. No, I don't. I had a buddy in the Navy. Dude had three first names. His name was Fred Earl Jack. Nice guy, but he was from Texas. And he was from like this shitty little town, right? This shitty little town in Texas. And he's like, oh, bro, Texas is so effing great. JR Two Wheels. I'm just talking shit about your home state, bro. Don't pay any attention to it. But yeah, I know this buddy, Fred. He's like, and we were stationed in San Diego, right? And San Diego is fucking beautiful. I love San Diego. I mean, weather was like 70 degrees. Don't get me wrong, I could never afford to live there. But it was definitely a lot better than my podunk town in Washington. And this guy, Fred Earl Jack, that's how you know you're a redneck from Texas, when you got three fucking first names, Fred Earl Jack. And he was always bragging about Texas, right? Oh, Texas is great. Everything's fucking amazing there. So I take some leave and I go there. And it was like 110 degrees. It took fucking forever to drive there from San Diego. And I knew it was going to be a long drive, right? But like 90% of the drive was just going through Texas. Like, fucking terrible. And we're in this like piece of shit Chevy Astro van with no AC. And I get to this dude's hometown in Texas and he's like, oh, it's great. It's so much better than San Diego. And this dude would just fucking brag about this little fucking podunk town in Texas, right? And I get there and there's like nothing, right? And I'm used to a podunk town. I'm from a podunk town. I live in a podunk town. But he's like, oh, it's so much better than San Diego. And it was like 110 degrees. There wasn't jack shit to do. There was like no water around. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, and he was just so proud of it. And he's just like, and I mean, it's cool. I get it. Like, you're proud of your hometown, but like, man, I wasn't used to all that. You know what I'm saying? And he, like, even after I went there, like, he still didn't shut up about it. And he's like, oh, you got to try this barbecue place. So you try, you know, this little mom and pop's barbecue place, and it's good. I mean, but it's not better than a street taco from Tijuana. You know what I'm saying? So ever since then, I've had like a vendetta against people. Not a vendetta. That sounds really personal. I don't overly care that much about people from Texas. I just, big attitudes. We're gonna see if we can turn the boat around in this little bitty part of the pond without getting my lines crossed or tangled into my props and running into the bushes. That's the goal of the moment. Hey, shout out to the 3 people. Appreciate you taking the time to check out the live on the Tuesday. Just hanging out in the backyard pond trying to get my lines wet. Talking about how much Texas is not a good place. So if you're from Texas, we could start a feud, man. Like an old-fashioned feud. Like Hatfields and McCoys. We're either on the bottom. I think we're just on the bottom. Trying to make this slow turn without hitting that. Getting the lines crossed. Really should have reeled up, but we're feeling a little bit lazy. Just doing a big U-turn, heading down through the the thick part of the pond. 3 bass in the boat already, trying to hook it up. Just like that, I think our trolling motor's dead. So I'll have to switch to auxiliary power. You know, I should have replaced this battery probably 3 years ago, but I'm cheap and I didn't. So I only get like I don't know, maybe 40 minutes. Either that or we're tangled, I can't tell. Doesn't look like we're caught up in anything. I really don't feel like rowing back to the house, but I will if I have to. Let's go ahead and get one of those lines in. Maybe make a couple casts in this area. Well, maybe we'll try dirty talking the motor. Ah, success. All right, back in business. I'm gonna ride it till the battery dies out, and then we'll row home for fun. Just kidding, I'm too old to row, and I have a broken-ass little paddle. I'd like to catch a fish now. It's been a while. Got 3 fish in the boat already. Ooh, we got a bite. We got a bite. I'll let that soft plastic work its little magic. We're not out very deep, but we're getting bites. We might just be trolling a little fast. Expecting that inline to be working. Battery starting to die out. But it seems like I say that every video. Tell you what, if I get one more like on this one, I'll go ahead and stop being such a cheap bastard and go out and buy a battery. I'm all for swearing, but I need to use the vocabulary correctly. I am not a bastard. I know who my father was. I wish I didn't, but no, that's fucked up. He's dead now, so like I shouldn't be talking crap about dead people. He was a good dude. So I had something warm my heart today. There's a kid who lives across the lake, and I'm gonna have to talk a little quieter. Hopefully you can hear me on the mic. And I refer to him as Dennis the Menace, and he's probably a Gen Alpha, maybe like 6, 7 years old. Nice kid. And I always see him, and we shoot the shit across the lake. I'm not friends with him because that's weird, but I see him across the lake, and he's fishing, and he just kind of discovered the world of fishing this summer. And his older cousin was over, and he's like, Cola Man, what's up, bro? Shout out to you. Thanks for checking out the live. I appreciate it. I guess I'll ask you the same thing I ask everybody. Where are you from, and what do you fish for, man? Like, I don't need the Addy. Like, I'm not pulling up. I mean, just like Midwest, South, where are you from? What do you fish for? I'm gonna guess you call it cola. So you're not, I'm not thinking the South. South, they call it pop. Uh, you know, West Coast, we call it soda. Where do they call it cola? Dorado on a fly rod. Man, I got a fly rod and I tried it. Like I went out camping up in the hills. It's called Solo Camp. You can check out that video. It's pretty cool. A little bit long, but if you're in the mood for it, it's a good one. And that was my first time ever. Got a lot of brim out here in the backyard pond as well. Brim, bluegill, yellow perch, a little bit of catfish. But we got bullhead catfish, and they're a big one's a pound, pound and a half. They're fun to catch and delicious to eat. But we don't get those big blues out where I live. Dorados on a fly. Yeah, I tried fly fishing, man. I just don't have it dialed in. I feel stupid, honestly. I'm out there trying to cast it, drawing loop patterns in the sky, and I'm sure I look just as cool as everybody else. It's just in my head. I haven't had much time to play with it yet, but it's salmon season here in the Pacific Northwest, and I've been catching those. That's what it is, Mr. Wizard. I don't know if I want to call you Cheech or Wizard, one of the two. But it's salmon season, and right now they're out in the ocean, so I got to go out in the ocean to get them on the big boat. But coming up, they're going to be running upstream, and I heard of a lot of guys picking salmon up on fly rods, which is different for me. But I enjoy something new. You know what I mean? Kind of fall into the same habits of doing the same thing over and over again. So I like to branch out, do something new. I might try to pick up a salmon on a fly rod. My problem is I'm a doer learner. You know what I mean? I can watch all the YouTube videos in the world, but until I get out there and get that experience firsthand, I struggle. And we had a local fly shop. I am in Washington. Washington's, is it that obvious because of the rain? Yeah, no, man, Washington coast. The Pacific Ocean's about a mile that way. So I'm out on the Washington State coast. We now picked up 2 fish yesterday. They're just starting to get into the river, which is nice. I don't have to go out across that bar. But Kind of zigzag through the pond here, try to get some different action on that lure. Plus, it makes the pond feel bigger. Hey man, thanks for checking out the live. Hope you're having a great Tuesday evening. Got a soft bye. Goodbye. I was out running the dog on the beach earlier, and we got a lot of tourists in town, big heat wave, whatnot. So I'm always cautious. I kind of got a rule: if your dog's off leash, I won't worry about it because I'm assuming it's a nice dog. Well, there's this. So we're riding along down the beach, and I see a couple dogs off leash, so I stop and I kind of check it out, because it's a small town. I know the local dogs, but some of these tourist dogs. There we go. Ah, are you off? No, you're not. Hell yeah. Oh, he's a good boy. He's a pound. I'm excited by that. Here you go telling dog stories, and you catch a bass. He ain't a pound, but it's YouTube, so I can say what I want. Come on. There we go. Come on. Leave a like for this guy. We'll name him Bradley. Let's go. No, we already had Bradley. What's another B name? Brandon? We'll go with Brandon. Back you go, Brand. Crush that Ned rig. 4 fish. 4 fish an hour? That's not great, but not bad. I mean, it's Tuesday. What are we expecting? Yeah, fish number 4. So where was I? And I was like, oh, it's probably not a big deal. Lots of dogs are friendly. This dog's probably just gonna say hello. So my dog comes up and she's submissive and she kind of submits a little, and does this little chase me thing. Well, that chase me thing triggered that pit bull. And next thing I know, this pit bull is on top of my dog and my dog's just going fucking full on chihuahua, biting holes on it. And this guy's trying to call his dog back to no avail. And, so, I'm off the bike. I'm on top of this dog, and I'm trying to hold it by the back of the neck. And my dog is just full on freaking demon chihuahua mode, biting. So I got the dog. The guy's running down the beach, a younger guy. And he's apologizing. He's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And I'm pissed off. And I'm like, you need to get a hold of your fucking dog, right? I get it, you're out here at the beach, but if your dog's not chill, you gotta have him on a leash. And if you don't have him on a leash, you gotta have control of it. I mean, if you can call your dog back, great. Even if you can call your dog back like 80% of the time in a situation, you're doing pretty good, right? Rarely do you see that 100% recall. Especially if there's a bird or another dog or a person or anything. And so this guy comes up and he gets his dog, and its dog's just fucking leaking from its face because it's got all these chihuahua holes in it. And he's like super, I gotta slow it down. We're missing bites. I think we're just cruising too fast. So, he's like, I'm sorry, and I was like, man, you gotta have better control of your dog. And as I'm pulling this dog off of my dog's still going after this larger pit. And, he's like, is your dog okay? So I'm looking my dog all over. And she was fine. And I'm like, and I look over at this pit bull and it's just gushing blood from its muzzle, from where all these little chihuahua teeth were in it. So I'm like, oh, there's a fish. What do we got? Oh, we lost him at the boat. Son of a gun. Making a couple casts here. We're actually not too far from the house. But, yeah, my little chihuahua just laid into this pit bull. And I'm like, hey, man, is your dog okay? And he's like, oh, I don't give a shit. He started it. But I hate seeing that kind of thing. And, like, I would have yelled at him a little more, but, like, his kids were there. And, like, if he wouldn't have gotten the dog, like, I would have gotten the dog. And that's what ended up happening, ideally. But, like, if my dog fights, I fight, bro. That's just how it is. I'm not scared of a dog. Whatever you got, you know? We are just more set up for trolling than we are for casting. But we were getting some pretty good bites here. That's, I don't want to say my Chewini kicked this pit bull's ass, because that's not true. But she definitely threw some sucker punches while I held them down, Oh, we're just like that on the turn. Let's get it. Hello, Mr. Bass. I've been feeding them lately. We'll call this one Beverly. We're on a B kick. All right, Beverly, back you go. You're a spot, but I'm feeling nice today, so I'll let you live. If you got the guts to come up and crush a net rig, you can hang out in my backyard pond. I think the bite's on a little bit more line out, and see if we can't hook up again. This is the deeper part of the pond, probably 19. No, water's way down, probably like 16 feet. Let's see. I think that was fish 6. 6 fish. We're into them. We had a little inline out too, but switched it up. Just doing the Ned rig. Soft plastic, something like that. But not that ugly color we've got. Junebug watermelon? No, we're not even doing that. We're doing like I don't even know what I'm fishing half the time. We got a called a bluegill mimic speedworm, finesse worm, robo worm. And it's scented, and it's like natural coffee scent. And I'm like, how is that natural? Like, is the lure, like, how often it says bass love them, but like, how do I know bass love coffee, right? If you watch the channel, you're probably a little tired of that joke. Bear with me, I'll come up with some new material. Need to get me one of those old man cushions. This hard. I got like 8 of them, so I don't know why I just don't use them. Are you so restless? My dog has a freakishly long tongue. Oh, missed a bite there. Like, if we were gonna give her a Native American nickname, it would be Little Long Tongue. But she's my best friend. Out here catching fish with me. Am I talking about you? Hey, shout out to the 2 people. Thanks for checking out the live. We just doing some fishing. 5 largemouths in the boat already. 6. Hoping to multi-species, hoping to get a perch or a trout, but well, I think we multi-species fast. I think we got 2 large. Man, it is a Monday feeling Tuesday. I think we got a total of 6 fish, 4 of them being largies, and 1 of them being spot, which leaves me a fish short. So if you're watching this channel for math advice, you are definitely on the wrong channel. We do outdoor stuff. We missing bites, that's what we doing. We gotta turn though. We got this big down log that's great until you run it over. Appreciate you taking the time to check out the live. Hope you're having a great Thursday, man. Tuesday. Sorry. Zigzagging. Trying to get some action on that little Ned rig. Kind of strolling through the deeper part of the pond now, so we'll let out a little bit more line. Water temp is close to 70 degrees. Great thing about it. Ooh, missed a bite there. Great thing about trolling is there's no last cast, right? It's always, I mean, you can just fish indefinitely. There's never a last cast. Oh, man. Sorry, I'm getting old. Knees are hurting. Long day of work, but we already done complained about that, so. Hey, hope you're having a good Tuesday. Thanks for checking out the live. Just doing a little bit of trolling in the John boat. If you're new to the channel and you feel like it, go ahead and drop a comment. Let me know where you're from, what you like fishing for. Oh, everybody's shy. Yeah, man, Cheech, I don't know if you're still in here lurking about, but that's what it comes down to. You know, hopefully the video is not bad. I'm working on the wireless. Always trying to up my game. Got the wireless mic. Hey, shout out to the 2 people. Thanks for checking out the live on a Tuesday. We're just doing laps in the backyard pond. Got 6 largemouth. 5 in a spot. Questionable. But I got a Ned rig, inline spinner. Just trying to relax after work is what we're doing today, to be honest with you. If you're new to the channel and you enjoy live fishing and other various outdoor activities, think about subscribing. You know, we're live every Tuesday, Thursday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Sometimes I'm somewhere new, sometimes I'm just trolling in the backyard pond. But hey, thanks for checking out the live, man. We are just cruising for fish in the backyard pond. Got 5 bass in the boat already. Got an inline and a soft plastic. It's me and my sidekick, as always. Just doing a little bit of fishing. If you're new here and you feel like it, you can jump up in the chat, keep an old man happy, and let me know where you're from and what you fish for, man. Just hanging out after work, hoping to rip some lips. That's what we got going on. Could say something, make it a little less awkward. I know there's 2 people up in here watching me. Fine, I'll talk to myself. You guys want me to start singing? I'll do it. No, I don't think I will. The only song that's coming to mind is just not really what I want to do. Damn, I was crushing it for a minute. Now it just seems like the bite slowed way down. Check my gear real quick. Finesse worm. Throw it out there. It's working. And bust a Yui. Ooh. Might hang out, make some casts. There's a lot of down trees and foliage in this part of the pond. I haven't been able to feel my ass for the last 20 minutes. Need to invest in one of those old man cushions. Oh boy. Get a bait caster, they say. You'll love it. I just wasn't set up to cast. I was set up to troll. Go ahead and backlash that reel. It's alright. We'll figure it out. Oh, we're getting chased. Oh. We had the, I think we just got a minnow. You know, I'm only going to throw the rod 20 times before I realize I need to make some adjustments. Better. Not great, but better. Neighbors sound like they're having a lot better of a time than I am. Do a quick little UE here. Down tree that way. Well, I mean all over through here. So we can try to fish that a little bit. Fine line of getting close to the down stuff and actually being in the down stuff. There he is. Yeah, we're got a bass on right now. Neighbor kid, I call him Dennis the Menace. And he has recently discovered the world of bass fishing. And I mean, cool kid, you know, he's Gen Alpha. And his cousin or somebody was over there today. And he's like, hey, you want to play video games? The cousin to this other, my neighbor kid. Sorry, you guys are caught up on the the tripod here. I guess if it can snag, it will, right? I don't think you guys want to go for a swim. And, sorry, bear with me for a second. Sorry about that. So, his cousin was pressuring him. He's like, hey, man, you want to go play video games? And this kid, we'll call him Dennis, said, no, man, I'm fishing. And this kid's, you know, probably about 8 years old. And his cousin's like, you'd rather fish or you'd rather watch fish than play video games? And he's like, yeah, man, I'm catching largemouth. And I thought that was pretty freaking cool because, like, most kids I know wouldn't even have any clue. And, like, I've never seen his dad. Like, I know his dad. His dad works pretty hard in construction, and I see him down on the lake just teaching himself how to fish. And I think that's pretty awesome, to be honest, because you don't see a whole lot of that anymore. And, like, we're not friends because he's a kid, you know what I'm saying? But he lives right across from me, and we talk fishing. You know, he asked me what I use, and he kind of just discovered the worm and bobber thing before he was throwing, like, I don't know what he was throwing. You know, JR, I'm inclined to agree with you, you know, and it's not just the youth, it's everybody, man. I find myself on my phone probably more than I should be. And but yeah, no, although, like, I don't have any family because they all died. But I got, you know, my friends, and they all got kids. And they refer to me as Unc, you know, and I've watched them, and ever since they've grown up, and they're missing their dads, you know, like, because they're just not there. So I kind of help fill in that role, and I enjoy it. But if I tried to, even the one who likes to fish, he would choose Minecraft or Roblox over fishing 90% of the time. So to hear this youngster across the lake, you know, and his cousin was peer pressuring him. He said, I think the exact words were like, bro, you'd literally like to watch fish rather than play video games with your older, bigger cousin. But he stood his ground, man. He said, no, man, I'm catching largemouth bass. And he said it with pride. And it's not my kid. It's just a neighbor kid across the lake. Ooh, that feels like it's got some weight to him. What are we doing? What are we doing? Ooh. Yeah, he does have some weight to him. He's every bit of almost 2 pounds. Let's kick that motor out of gear, though. Come here. I love it when they dehook themselves. He's about 1.5 pounds, but he's a bit. Boom. Fat little spot. I'll take a 1.5 pound spot over a 2-mouth largie all the time. Let's get it. Nice fish, though. Fuck yeah. That makes me bricked, bro. I'm excited. Not literally, but I mean, yeah, no, I'm literally excited. That's a nice fish. I hear you, JR. You know, I try to stay off the screens as much as I can. But it was, I mean, I was getting bad for a while, man. I'd be checking my, you know, social media while watching TV. And it got to the point where like I couldn't just do one thing at a time. I'd have to do like two. I'd have to be on my phone and on TV, and my wife's just as bad. So it's tough, man. I get it. And I'd say it's, kids, but the kids just learned it from their parents. Like I got friends that come over, you know, and they don't come over to visit, man. I got one friend, he's a pretty solid dude. Ed, you'll probably be meeting him pretty quick. But yeah, no, man, my friends come over to hang out and play on their phones. Like I don't know if they'd visit me if I didn't have Wi-Fi. That's an exaggeration, but I mean, you know, their mom's on their phone and then all four of the kids are on the phone the whole time, and who comes out to the ocean to play on their phone, you know what I'm saying? It's weird. Pretty happy with that bass. I'd like to spin around and get another one. Neighbors are out. Eh. Yeah, I just got a nice spotted bass. He was probably about a pound and a half. Yeah, a spotted bass. Ah, there's lots of fish around. You'll get them, man. That's the kid I was talking about. Pretty cool little dude. It's good. Up until him, I've never seen anybody else fish the pond. It's normally an old person community, so more the merrier, you know? Oh, line out. Kind of in the deep spot of the pond now. There it is. He ain't bad. He a half a pound, angry little spot. Billy. Back you go, Billy. Nice, man. I'm stoked. He wasn't as big as the last one, but he was probably a half pound. Nice little spotted bass. Wish I would have had a little more line on, or not line, but weight. This has been the perfect mood reset for me. I was in a shitty mood for the last 2 days. Just angry at everything. I mean, just straight grumpy old man status. So getting out here, getting my mind right, it's just kind of nice, Went out salmon fishing yesterday after work. And it's so busy out on the ocean or out in the river right now that you could walk across the river from boat to boat. I mean, there's hundreds of guide boats out there looking for these salmon, and I get it. We're all trying to do the same thing, but it takes it away. It just they call it combat fishing, and I hate the term because I mean we're not throwing fish, but I mean it'd be like fishing in traffic. You know what I'm saying? Sure, you're gonna do it because it's fun and you want to catch these big fish, but it's less exciting when you're wall to wall people. So just cruising around out in the backyard, it was kind of like the perfect little reset for me. Do a little U-turn, head down to the other side. See if we can't drag it through where we caught that big one at. Convinced that spots have pretty much taken over the pond, but so be it. We don't get real big, like our water temp doesn't get real high here, so we don't get the real big bass typically anyways. So if you're just looking for a fight, a spot will fight every bit as hard as a largemouth or more. That's, JR, it's wall-to-wall people down there, and I get it. We're all catching salmon, I don't know if you guys can see it. There's a big blue herring that just flew by. Pretty cool. I just don't care for it. You know what I mean? I get it. Everybody's trying to catch fish, and we're all trying to do the same thing, but I'm just not for the bumper-to-bumper boats. It's just not a good time. It just stresses me out, And, it's not everybody going the same direction in a circle, like NASCAR or something. It's everybody zigzagging every way, and you got to reel in so often because you can't keep a straight course for more than, 4 or 5 minutes before you're running into somebody else. But you got to do what you got to do to catch fish. It's pretty heavily regulated here as well. They have like fish checkers, so if you do catch fish, they're on top of it, so they know how many fish are coming through. But it's not the fishermen that are the problem here in the Pacific Northwest. It's Californian sea lions have overtaken the whole Columbia River all the way up to Portland. From the ocean to Portland, you'll see these big sea lions, and they don't have any regs, so they just decimate. And they're protected because they were endangered, but they're not endangered anymore. And they'll steal fish off your line. They're just a nuisance. And don't get me wrong, they're cool. They're cool to look at, I love nature, and so I mean they're cool to look at, but they are a big time nuisance. You know, one sea lion will take 20, 30 fish a day, no problem. And there's thousands of them. So it's kind of an issue. Got the old man back going on. Used to be I could troll a drawn boat all day. Sun's going down, porch lights on. That means I might have to head out. I've been doing that since I was a kid. Once the porch light came on, that means it's kind of time to go home, huh? One more lap.
Down. Rubber down, now. Oh, set the hook. Nice job. Oh, it's a big one. Keep drilling. Oh, yeah, don't let it get in the lily. Let's go on. It's a little first. Here we go.
Oh, we're right on top. We're barely even fishing. We were letting line out. We got bit. We just didn't get the hook set. Kept thinking it was fish turning over, but there's a big old dragonfly. Thanks for checking out the live. Doing a little trolling in the backyard pond. Unwinding on a Tuesday afternoon, man. Thanks for checking it out. Ooh, we getting bites. We just missing. Failure to hook set. We're trolling kind of fast. Hey, thanks for checking out the live. Appreciate you. I think we're fish counting around 8 or so. It's got a soft plastic, Ned rig. Seeing what bites. I haven't been able to feel my ass for the last 30 minutes talking about I was going in, but fish are biting, so we still out here. And kid down the pond catching bluegill, absolutely crushing it. He's pretty stoked. We had a bite on that turn, we just missed it. Hopefully you guys don't get see. This kid in the lake is like glass. Calm, no wind, which is like crazy. Has like the fur-lined coat. Way better than a Mr. Buddy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everybody in between, this has been Outdoors with Unc. Reminding you, go outside. It's good for your soul. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.